Okay, so quietly in the background, I have been reviewing the Huawei Watch GT3. Now, I have previously reviewed the GT Runner from Huawei, and that was one of my favorite smartwatches slash fitness trackers of the year so far. I've got to tell you, the GT3 is up there as well. Like, I guess these guys are offering an all-around package here for a really good price. So I'm just going to go straight into the battery life on this watch. It's killer. And I mean that in a good way. Like with the Pixel Watch, we're talking 24 hours. The Galaxy Watch 4 and 5, you're talking like 24 hours as well. Not much more than that anyway. You look at the Huawei Watch GT3, we're talking 10 days of battery life. That is incredible. Now, I use this for running and cycling and swimming, doing the odd workout out in the back patio as well, some home workouts, and I can't kill this thing when it comes to battery life. It just keeps going. I'm testing out the 46mm version, and it's definitely 10 days of battery life. You can't get that in many other places. So this is the first point I'm going to say is absolutely killer. I don't know which is more favorite, the battery life or the fact that these things are so accurate. I'm not a scientist, right? So I don't know about the heart rate tracking and that sort of thing and how accurate it is. But I'm getting very consistent results. And it's the same when I'm running and I'm getting that GPS navigation and it's tracking my runs. This thing is like to the meter tracking me. Like it is actually tracking me that well. And that's one of my things I said about the Pixel Watch, which was really good, was its tracking. It tracked me very, very accurately. And I was wearing both of these at the same time, and neither of them were faltering. The tracking of my running and cycling was pinpoint. I really did appreciate that it tracked me that accurately. Like with the Galaxy Watch, I would have to wait for it to catch up, I could be 300 meters more in front of where I actually was and what the watch was saying, but I don't get that with the GT3. I look at it, it's accurate. There's no need for it to catch up. It is pinpoint and the screen doesn't dim out. I love it. And I'm talking like 20 to 30k bike rides and 5 to 10k runs. And accuracy to the point where I'm running down an overpass, it's zigzagging back and forth on itself, and it still can pick up that I'm zigzagging back and forth as I'm going down. So pretty awesome that it can track like that. Some smartwatches that I've had can't actually track that. They just get lost in the back and forth part of it and they record it inaccurately. So you can't fault it in that way. Which also means I'm getting accurate pace as I'm looking at my watch. I'm getting accurate distance, accurate pace, and very consistent heart rate. I mean, when I'm running up a hill, I'm pushing 170 beats per minute. And when I'm running on the flat ground, I start to hover around the 150 beats per minute. And I know that's me. So I know this is accurate to that degree. Loving it. And I love that it can be tracked quite nicely in the Huawei Health app as well. Now, when you do download the Huawei Health app, you do have to go to their website, download their app gallery, and then download the Huawei Health app and install it from there, because we all know that the US and Huawei and some other countries aren't all playing nicely together at the moment, so the consumers miss out on some experiences. But with the Huawei Watch GT3, it's pretty painless. Like I said, just through their website, download the apps, and you're good to go. Now, from a build and design perspective, I'm really liking the look of the watch as well. Now, it is a big display, and one of the things I need when I'm running is a display that's readable. Obviously, I'm wearing glasses. Whenever I'm doing anything on a screen that's up close, I need glasses. So when I'm running, I really need a big screen that's bright enough to see in direct sunlight. And I'm only looking for a few stats there, but I definitely get it from this display. It is 1.43 inches round, and I can get enough data on this to be able to read it nicely while I'm running. And I also don't have any problems with tilt to wake. I just lift up my arm and it's there in front of me. I'm not waiting for the screen to come on or doing this, trying to get it to come on repeatedly because the lift to wake isn't working. It actually works really, really well. Now, it also has some really good running features like the AI running coach, where it can actually, you can race against yourself and that sort of thing. And I love these features that Huawei are offering. They're not present on any other platform that I've experienced to this degree. So really, really impressive that Huawei are offering so much. And you know what? This watch is now, it's like half price. Every time I go into JB Hi-Fi, it's half price. And I imagine the same is on Amazon as well. Wherever you can buy it, it's half the price of, say, a Galaxy watch or the Pixel watch. So there's another spec where Huawei is just blowing everyone else out of the water. And I think this is worth looking at. If you're serious about fitness, but you also like having access to the smartwatch features as well, then I really think the Huawei watch is worth a consideration because it offers so much more than the competitors. Now, it also has 100 plus different workout modes, which is, whatever, it's 100 plus workout modes. And I think what that primarily does is tracks your heart rate, and also with the timer there, and it sort of gives a rough sort of figure of your calories burned and all that sort of thing. I think that's how it's working, but it offers you 100 different modes. Pretty impressive as well. Now, it is only 11 millimeters thick and does only come in at 42 grams. So even though it looks quite round and quite, it's not thick, but it looks quite large in diameter, it's definitely not heavy. I have not thought it's too cumbersome. For me, it's a good size. Now, you can customize this, especially with the watch faces. There's plenty to choose from. So you can jump into the app gallery and into the watch app and just have some fun looking around, trying to find watch faces that suit you. I found a bit of a futuristic looking one that I like, and sometimes I'll mix it up and make it nice and simple as well. So definitely some good options there. I'm really liking that. And what makes the GPS so good is you've actually, I'm reading this now because my Alzheimer's is kicking in, but you have GPS, Beidou, GLONASS, Galileo, and QZSS. So there's 5 different satellite systems that you're getting to assist in your run tracking and cycling. So amazing, really, really cool. I mean, this has got a lot of features on there. Like you've got the barometer, so it can alert you for changes in the weather if you're out hiking or something like that. Like these are things that we don't normally think about when we're out shopping for a smartwatch or a fitness tracker. So there's a lot packed in here that me or you won't know it's there unless we go looking for it. You've also got sunrise, sunset, different moon phases. I mean, there is so much packed in here. And something that Huawei does really well, and I like this in the GT series, the GT3 series, is the swim tracking. So we have swim tracking here. It's IP68, and it can track you for your swimming. So it can do what type of style of swimming you're doing, so whether it's breaststroke or freestyle or butterfly. Then you've also got the amount of laps that you do as well, and it has timer and heart rate as well. So it can really track your swimming nicely. The GT Runner was fine for it. I do it all the time, the GT Runner. And, having a good, accurate swim tracker, awesome. Awesome. Just love it. I think it's hard to get an all-rounder. And I think what came close was the Galaxy watch, but I do think the Huawei watch is a couple of steps ahead now, especially with that battery life. It just offers so much more. My recommendation for people this year for a smartwatch is a Huawei smartwatch. If you're just after that typical, it's like a hybrid between a fitness tracker and a smartwatch. It's not like, I see like Garmin as like a full-blown fitness tracker, but not much of a smartwatch. And then I see the Pixel watch as a full-blown smartwatch, but not much of a fitness tracker. But the Huawei Watch GT3 is the whole package. This is what you want to get. And you go look at the prices. It's half the price of the competitors. You're not going to be disappointed. It's definitely my pick. My 2022 pick for smartwatches is the Huawei Watch GT3 and the Huawei Watch GT Runner. That's my video on the Huawei GT3. I really hope you've appreciated it. If you like this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. And if you really want to help the channel, hit the thank you button and donate a couple of bucks to support the channel. That is much appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Check ya.